This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever find yourself playing the budgeting game? Well, with a Name Your Price tool from Progressive, you can find options that fit your budget and potentially lower your bills. Try it at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law. Not available in all states.
Welcome to Quick Drag for All Stars 10, Episode 3. My name is Joe Batance, and here we are, Episode 3, the end of the first round of RuPaul's Drag Race All Stars Season 10. We're going to talk about it today, our three queens who are moving on to the semifinals, but we're doing something a little bit different today. We have this week's co-host. We just recorded recap, and just between us girls, Nathan Patrick Brown is with us, and we're going to call Lauri together. Nathan,
Hi.
how are you?
Yeah, I'm good. Thanks. How are you?
For some
Long time no
reason, I
talk.
just got a bunch of phlegm in my throat. Well, I was guzzling a bucket of cum the entire show.
I did notice you coughing a lot.
I think I only coughed like once or twice.
That's a lot.
It is a lot, I guess. Once again, just a quick plug. You no longer need the I used to always do this thing where like, oh, go and get the Patreon app and go to the website and nope, don't need that anymore. Apple lost a lawsuit. Now they have to charge exactly the same what you see on the website. So download the Patreon app. It's a great app. You have access to all our collections, all the free episodes, all in one place. It's super easy. And then sign up to be first of all, you can be a free Patreon supporter and get access to all those shows right then, right there, without signing up. So why don't you just do that? I'll stop for a second. Get the Patreon app, find Afterthought Media, become a free supporter. I'll wait. Okay, now, I hope.
I don't think that was long enough for an app to download.
You should have paused. So pause now. Pause right now. Okay, now you're back. And you can go on there, go to the collections, go to the library. There's all kinds. There's like literally, Nathan, hundreds of hours of free shows right there.
Do you want to know something?
Complete access to. Yes, Nathan.
I've been listening to some old catching up.
Oh, really? Catching Up is a show that I did with the first podcast I really had with like my co-host Mike Lawson. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's crazy because it's from, I don't know, like 2013 or something. And so just like to hear you talk about like, oh, I went and saw Argo the other day. I'm like, what? When is this?
Yeah, what year is this?
Yeah, but it was interesting to hear what you were like back then.
Yeah, and I've had friends who started doing that too. But then they do the thing they always do where they message me and they go, I don't eat Doritos. Like, what are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. Like in 2015, you said I was eating a bag of Doritos. I would never eat a bag of Doritos. I'm like, what? So patreon.com/afterthought media. Now we're going to call Lauri live on the air, the two of us, and we're going to talk to her and we're going to tell her and we'll tag team her, Nathan, which we've always wanted to do.
Well, Tim Tammer.
Hello.
Oh, hello. Oh my God. So Nathan was supposed to be on this call and then my mixer crashed and then you had to do something. And so now it's just me. Nathan was like, I'm out of here. I know.
Yeah.
Tell me about it. Work. So I kind of want to make this an actual quick one. I kind of want to just buzz through this. As I was telling you earlier, we did talk between. I'm so fucking tired. Like I've literally been working on this recap episode since 9 a.m. and it's 6:30 p.m. now. So it's like, ugh. Imagine just your whole day is just RuPaul's Drag Race.
Yeah, that would be exhausting.
The same episode, multiple times.
Yeah.
So anyway, after last episode, okay, the four bottom queens walk in. It's Phoenix, it's Deja, it's Aja, and it's Olivia. Okay, and now it's the same conversation. Who are we going to give this point to? And then now Aja wants the point because she had won the first week. Well, she was in the top two. And
Uh-huh.
now Irene and Bosco have kind of edged ahead. So she's thinking her sister, her sister Olivia, is going to give her the point. Okay.
Okay.
So she's hoping for that point. So Aja gives her point to Olivia. And then Phoenix, the drag queen, she gives her point to Deja.
Why?
I don't know. Oh, because I'll tell you why she thought. Because Phoenix, I'm sure, thought, well, Olivia and Aja are going to give each other their points. So Deja and I will give each other our points. But Deja gave her point to Olivia. And then Olivia gave her point to Deja.
Why?
So mad about that.
I swear to God, if we end up where Deja moves on, I'm hanging up the phone.
So, well, I think what happens is I talk about this on the recap show. Is I think Olivia saw that if she gives her point to Aja, there's only one spot left in the top 3, and that means she can't make it. She's basically canceling herself out. This is my theory. Okay. So then later, actually, a few moments later, like Aja pulls Olivia aside. Is like, what the fuck? I thought you were gonna give my point. She's like, oh, and she makes it like, Deja gave me a point, so I felt bad, so I gave her a point. This whole thing. Then it's the next day, and Aja brings it up in front of everybody. Is like, I just feel really bitter because Olivia and I had this alliance. Deja's in the alliance too, and like she gave her point to Deja, and then Phoenix, the white girl from season 3, she gets all mad and she's like, "Wait a minute, there's an alliance." Because Irene and Bosco have their own alliance, and then Deja and Olivia and Aja have their own alliance. So she's like, I'm the only one on an alliance. She's all butthurt. I feel really sorry for Phoenix in this whole episode. So then RuPaul comes in and she takes them to another room, and you would love this. There's all these like female basketball players there.
Okay.
Yeah. They're college female basketball players. And so now it's a makeover challenge. Yeah, it's a makeover challenge where they have to like make these drag queens and these basketball players into their drag sisters. So the way they figure out how the teams are going to break up, they have all the queens do like a free throw challenge, and the one who gets the most points, she gets to determine who gets all their partners. So Irene the alien wins that. She gets 8 points. And she's actually pretty fair about it. She makes, the black girl goes with the black girl, and the, light-skinned girl goes with the light-skinned girl. It's pretty fair. Okay.
Okay.
And then honestly, not much really happens after that. They have to write lyrics to a song. But I'll tell you right now, they have to write lyrics, perform, and record a song. They do it. It has no bearing on the result whatsoever, in any kind of judging, any kind of decision. It's just a pointless thing.
Okay.
But in the workroom, I don't think, let me look at my notes here, but nothing really happens. They're just like, oh, we're going to write together. We're going to work together. And they sort of just talk. Nothing really crazy happens. In the choreo session, nothing crazy happens. The girls are pretty awkward, but nothing crazy. Then it's elimination.
Do you think that maybe it had something to do with the fact that there were guests there? Like if those basketball players had been there,
yeah,
maybe. Would have been catty?
Yeah, maybe, because especially Olivia does pull the one girl aside and is like, "Hey, like Aja and I are beefing because Aja thinks I should give her another point, but it holds on to this thing." So it's elimination day. The only famous thing about Phoenix, by the way, on season 3, is on the very first episode, the very first moment she's on. She walks in and she's wearing like this short little like wig with like a blonde streak in it. And then this other drag queen, India Farah, walks in with nearly the same outfit on. And it's this like, iconic moment. So she brings out the wig and they try it on. They play around with it. Aja and Olivia like pretend like they're reconciling, but I don't think that they really did.
Okay.
And then they get ready for the runway, and the girls talk about how hard it is to be a basketball girl because they don't get as much respect as the men. People think they're dumb. They're not seen as feminine. Honestly,
they think they're dumb?
Yeah, I guess because they're athletes. Then honestly, they do the runways. We're pretty much almost done. They do the runways. Kate Beckinsale is the guest host. They do their musical performance. The judges' deliberations and critiques are whatever. And then RuPaul names Irene the alien and Bosco the top 2 queens. So now because they've been winning, they're for sure now in the top in the remember, this episode is when the top 3 are going to go on to the semifinals and the bottom 3 are
Yeah.
eliminated. So now,
I'm shocked that Irene the Alien
yes, she did really
is
well.
doing so
So
well.
in the top 2 queens are Irene the Alien. We know that they're going through now. They have enough points. So there's only one spot left. So then Irene the Alien and Bosco, they have a lip sync. It's bad. The song's bad. They're bad. But Irene wins the lip sync. She gets an extra point, which means nothing. And then they have the MVQs have to give their points, and it's kind of nerve-wracking because, like, basically at this point, they're almost all tied, except Phoenix has 1 point, but Aja's like ahead by like 1 point, right? And so it's like, and if it's a tie, then RuPaul gets to decide who goes forward. So
can I say also that I feel like they really missed an opportunity to have that. Who was that basketball player that was imprisoned in Russia?
Oh
Was it
yeah,
Brittany Griner or something?
Yeah.
She should have been the guest. Kate Beckinsale should not have been.
Yeah.
They really screwed the pooch on that one. Whoever the producer was should have really been.
Maybe she wasn't available.
Should be fired.
So then,
what's she doing?
I don't know what she's doing, but so then there's all this drama with the points, and then all of a sudden, so they go to Phoenix last, and when they go to Phoenix last, it's Irene and Bosco already are ahead, and then it's tied where Aja has 4, Deja has 4, Olivia has 4. Phoenix can make one of the girls go home, or she can just give her point to Irene or Bosco, and then RuPaul has to decide.
Okay.
Well, Phoenix decides to give her point to, can you guess?
I really hope it's not Deja. I really hope it's not Deja. But I think it's Deja.
She gives her point to Aja. So the top 3
what?
The top 3 queens moving forward are Irene, Bosco, and Aja. And the top 3, but then RuPaul goes, there's another twist. And she tells the bottom queens that each regular judge will choose one eliminated all-star. Their name will go into a lottery just at the very end. And a random all-star will be chosen to enter the final lip sync for the crown. So they still have a chance if a judge chooses them. Yep. And that's the final 3. And then next week we have a new batch of queens.
A whole new batch.
A whole new batch of queens.
I'm so glad Deja didn't go through.
Oh, I know, me too. I really hate her.
That's all I care about. The fact that Irene the Alien went through is hard enough, but yeah. Oh man.
All okay. Right. Well, we'll talk next week. Okay.
Bye.